everyone! I just kind of had a meltdown because just yesterday I went through all the files on my computer because they were all crazy misorganized, and apparently I deleted some of the photos that I needed for the live chat screen. So I don't have them, and I didn't realize it until literally like 5 minutes ago that all kinds of things were crazy, and I went, that doesn't look right. Then I realized what I did. So, hi, happy Tuesday. Oh, Lord. Let's see, who all do we have in there? We have the over-anxious Fiberific with us, who was first to comment in the chat. Shout out. I love my crazy friends. She has her cuppa, her craft, and her cookies. Yay. Hello, Rebecca. Yarn Addict, Ida. Leslie's here. Sanita, Nancy. Oh, thank you. Sound check, visual check, I appreciate it. Lego Bob. Hello. Becky. Antonia. Bonnie, Christy, Jeanette. Ooh, we got lots of people in here today. Super excited about which one am I working on. There's 4 there, there's 3 there. I need to start with this one. Whew, it has been a crazy, crazy, busy week, you guys. Hello, Sally. Hello, Jackie. Welcome. I hope you guys' week has been uneventful. Look, I can't even... I've been crocheting so much, my hands are like, no lady, no more. No more crocheting. Hello, Alita. Whew, Lord. That was kind of stressful, realizing that I was stupid and I deleted all of my images. I really have no idea what in Sam Hill I was thinking. That was not smart of me at all. Cannot believe I did that. Rebecca said we might be the craziest, but we are one of the most fun. That's true. That's very true. Ida's making granny squares, going to make a granny blanket. Me too! Hello, Raquel. Oh, someone posted in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group that apparently August 15th is the day to flood Instagram with granny square pictures. So if you're on Instagram, I think there might be a tag for it, a hashtag for it as well, but I can't remember now. But apparently that's a thing. Granny Square Day is August 15th, and we're all supposed to spam Instagram. Oh, Lego Bob said that her name is Melissa, but she uses Lego Bob Army sign-in name. Okay, I probably won't remember that, I apologize, but I will try my best. Fiberific said I had a hard drive fail, and I thought, okay, there was a backup drive, so I'm okay, until I realized at tax time that one of my files is nowhere. Oh gosh, you poor thing. I can't even imagine. I really can't. It might be on, I might have moved it to my external hard drive, because that's what I was doing, because I use a MacBook and they don't come with a lot of storage on them. So I'm constantly deleting things off of my laptop because of that. And I was moving a bunch of things over to my external hard drive yesterday, and I may have moved it over. I'm hoping that I moved it over. If not, I can just, you know, go into Photoshop and make another one, but still, I don't wanna. Leslie says they are making the world's largest granny GAN on Instagram. Okay, you know, I'll participate, because it's not like I don't have granny squares to participate with. Lord have mercy. I have to make 20 of these suckers to go around the big one. And I'm only at 7. I wonder where Emma's at. Emma was like Chantel this week. Last week, I went live at like 6:01, but she was already in my messages going, where you at? It's like, hold on, lady. Hold on. Oh, where's my scissors? I feel like just because everything went crazy at the beginning, now I feel like I'm so disorganized and out of whack because of it. Hello, Desiree. Oh, Leslie said that she's teaching her class grannies right now. That's awesome. They're going to love you for it. I think everybody should start out with grannies. Most people do, don't you think? Oh, Ida. I'm sorry. I forget. I just get into the groove and I'm just crocheting along. I forget. So what have you guys been up to this week, huh? I've been doing a lot of crocheting. A lot of crocheting and a lot of filming. Lots and lots of late nights because it's still summer break here and I feel bad, you know, asking a 12-year-old to be quiet during the day so I can film. So I've been staying up super late and filming so I can have quiet, because if you make noise in tutorials, people complain, like the people that make tutorials don't have lives. Oh, thank you, Desiree. Viberific said, I went to a training yesterday using a G Suite, Facebook, and YouTube for your business. Oh, what's a G Suite? Using G Suite. What is that? This isn't something that I know about. Huh. Now I'm curious. My brain is like, what? There's knowledge? Explain yourself. Sanita said lots of crochet for gifts for the kids to give to their teachers on the first day of school. Aww. Leslie said I became the librarian for our building this week. Well, look at you. You're just getting involved in all kinds of stuff with your community. Fiberific said G Suite, sweet, not suit. It's all the old Google apps for business. Oh, I didn't even know that they changed it. Huh. I've been really buried in crochet lately. Sally hasn't done much of anything. Hello, Deidre. I hope I said that right. I probably didn't. From the Bronx. Whew. Lord have mercy. You guys ever get like super scared and your heart starts racing because something went wrong and now it just won't stop? That's where I am right now. That's what I get for going, oh no, you only need to go back and set up a half hour before filming, because normally I'm back here in my studio like an hour beforehand because I'm that person and I make sure that everything is all set up, that my lighting is okay, all of that good stuff. And today I was like, nope, you're running behind because life, it'll be okay. You only need a half hour. You sit there for a half hour twiddling your thumbs. Today I needed the half hour. Whew. Fiberific said, I know that heart racing feeling. Yes, I know you do. Raquel said, I am working on Santa purses for my granddaughters. Oh, that's right. You showed us pictures, didn't you? Sally's waiting on deliveries so she can start something new. Yay! Squish mail! Oh. Colleen said, hello, I'm thinking about trying to teach my granddaughters how to make granny squares. They're 7 and 9. What do you think? I think that you should go for it. Get them while they're young and impressionable. Absolutely. Raquel ordered, am I allowed? Someone that we won't mention in case her husband is listening ordered paint box. Yay! You're gonna be so excited. I've been working with Paintbox all week long, and I've been so happy about the situation. Well, not all week, because I'm doing 2 different versions, one in Stylecraft and one in Paintbox. So, but I'm still super happy. Oh, I'm so excited. Hello, Marianne. Marianne is new. Sally said, yes, I just hope the colors that I chose go together. It's hard to see the true colors online. Yes, it is. That's why folks like me make color pegs. For that exact reason right there, because it gets crazy. Desiree said, how are you going to lose all the ends? I'm going to sew them in. All of them. And there will be love sewn into every single last one of them. You think these are bad. Check out this bad boy. This is the center of it. And it's just got, there's ends all over the place on that sucker. Lord have mercy. Yeah. It'll be a day when we sit down and, you know, just chat, and I'll just weave in loose ends and you guys can watch me with enthusiasm. Yeah? Yeah, that's how it'll go. Marianne said, color pegs? Yes, I will show you where is my set. I lost my own color pegs. I don't know where they went. Hold up. Dum, dum, dum. Y'all don't look at that mess behind me now. That's all super secret work stuff that I was covering up with my body. I don't have room, and I have to leave everything in here because I don't want anybody to get to it. Hello, Anne from Australia. These are color pegs. This is Stylecraft. Stylecraft Special DK, and what they are is they are samples of the yarns that you can have so you can actually see the true color, because every lens the color is going to show differently, and then on every screen that you view it on, the color will show differently. So if you have samples of all of them, one, you don't have to buy all of the colors yourself, which could be super expensive. I've already done that for you, and I've made you little samples, and you can put them next to each other, and you can choose your colorways and see just how they're going to look, all of that good stuff. Those are color pegs. Fiberific is totally looking at my mess and judging me. That's fine. Judge me all you'd like. There's work going on back there, baby. Dum dum dum. Let's see. What chat did I miss? Aside from Fiberific judging me. Let's see. Hey, who won the Paintbox yarn pegs in my giveaway? Pause for dramatic effect. I put it down in the video, but I will have to look at my sent emails. We chose them while we were in live too. Kathleen King won the, they were Stylecraft pegs, not Paintbox pegs, that I gave away last month. I haven't done this month's giveaway just yet, but I will. Kirby, hi Kirby, 90210. You know what? I was just thinking about you the other day because I was starting this project, and whenever I start new patterns that I'm going to be doing tutorials for, I always crochet through them before I film the tutorial, because it's just easier for me to know what I'm doing before I film. So I had to sit down and I had to crochet out 4 different squares because that's what's been given to me so far. And I went, gosh, I need something to binge on TV. So I was like, what am I going to binge? There's nothing new. What am I going to watch? And Catherine's just like, will you just hush and find something that you normally wouldn't click on and click on it? So I was on Netflix, and what did I click on? The reboot of 90210, which I've never been interested in at all. At all. I used to watch the original when I was a kid, but I've never watched the reboot. So I turned it on, and it's got like 6 or 7 seasons on it, and it is so neat to see what happened to all of the characters that I watched when I was a kid. Super neat. But I did think about you because of your screen name. I'm glad I remembered. I'm glad you showed up so I could talk about that. Let me see what else did. Oh, but Kirby said that late because he didn't know about the live and because she didn't know the link wasn't working. Well, that's not good. Everybody's talking about the Gold Coast. Speaking about the Gold Coast, did you guys see in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group? I am super excited for Sandy Walker and Vanessa Smith because they got the gig of a lifetime. They're going to be teaching on a 10-night, 11-day cruise in Australia next year. I'm a good friend. I am. I need to preface this with I am a good friend, and I am so happy for them. I really am. But I'm green with envy. But I'm happy for them because they're my friend and their success makes me happy. But I'm green with envy because I want to go. I want to go. But it's expensive. Lord, it's expensive. Oh. Desiree says, I never win anything. Well, you might. The people that I emailed, both of them said, I never win anything. Oh. Lego Bob said, I heard about the cruise, but it's just during school term. Yes, it is during school. So that would be very, very hard to deal with. But I'll just leave Catherine here. It's Australia. And the Aussies in the chat are like, you guys are crazy. Probably like we are. Why does anybody want to come here? But it would be very, very cool to land somewhere on the Gold Coast and be able to meet up with some of my Australian subscribers. That would be super cool. Melissa. Sorry, Melissa. Fiberific said, I'll be doing a prize over on the Fiberific YouTube soon in celebration of 2K. Yay! So excited for you. I think I won something from Fiberific's channel, like my first or my second live that I was in there. I did an unboxing of it. It's on my channel somewhere. Though in truth, and looking back in retrospect, I probably should have focused more on the yarn because I really did want people to learn about Chantel and the yarn that she makes because she makes beautiful yarn, but she sent me Tim Tams. So there I was in the post office parking lot eating Tim Tams in my car and filming it like a crazy lady with people walking all around me. And you know what? I didn't care because I hadn't had a Tim Tam in over a decade. And it was Tim Tams and it had to be done. And I was not sorry about it at all. Oh, I know everybody was bugging Chantel about cheesecake. I was there in the chat and it made me want cheesecake, but I'm keto. So I can't eat the cheesecake. Leslie won pegs. Yes, she did. I was so happy that her name, that spinner landed on her name. Heather said I've not won anything in 3 years, but it's fun taking part. Yeah, it is. I don't think I won something when I was very, very young. I went to a little fair or something that was being held in the parking lot of one of our shopping centers. I think I was like 11, and I walked into a department store and I was looking around at their makeup because I'm a little girl and that's what they do, and they were having this contest where you tried on lipstick and kissed a postcard, put your information on the back of it for them to contact you, and they were going to choose the best lips in my hometown. Well, little did they know, they decided that an 11-year-old had the best lips in town, and they called my mother, and my mother was like, "Excuse me? What are you talking about?" Then she screamed down the hallway with both of my names, and she's like, "What are you doing kissing things? You could get diseases." But she went and she picked up my prize, and it was this big, huge monstrosity of a basket that was bigger than I was, filled with all kinds of makeup. And she was like, "You're not going out of the house with any of that stuff on, but here, go have fun." It's crazy. But I don't win very many things. I think that's the only time that I can remember actually winning anything. Raquel says keto cheesecake is a thing. Yes, it is, but all the recipes that I see call for coconut something or other, and unfortunately, I am allergic to coconut. So I can't do a lot of the keto recipes because they call for coconut flour and coconut oil and things like that. Hi, Geneva. She can't hear me. I feel so bad. Oh. Is somebody asking if somebody doesn't know what a Tim Tam is? Becky. Oh, God. I looked around here. I just looked around my studio as if there was just a random Tim Tam laying around my studio. Like that would happen. If I had Tim Tams, I would have to not be keto that day and eat them all. They're fabulous. They're these cookies. They're chocolate cookies, and sometimes they have flavors, like they have different layers going between them. My favorite are the caramel ones, and then they're dipped in more chocolate. Oh, they're so fabulous, and you can dip them in coffee, and it just soaks up all of the... Oh, it's so, so, so good. Oh, Tim Tams are fabulous. But don't let people fool you, because I almost broke my neck. Wow, that's way too much. I almost broke my neck once because somebody called me and went, "Hey, Steph," because everybody knows that I love Tim Tams. They said, "Hey, Steph, Walmart has Tim Tams." About broke my neck trying to get out my house to get to the Tim Tams. Then I get there, I get all excited, I buy them, and again, I don't make it out of the parking lot with them, and they are not the same. So if you're not in Australia purchasing them, or you don't make friends with an Australian that can send them to you, it ain't the real thing. Don't let them fool you. Oh, hello, Daigo. Desiree said, "Why is everybody talking about cheesecake? You people are killing me." Look, it's carryover from Fiberific's live chat last week. This is what happens. We just carry things over. And you know, Emma from Pip and Poppycock, she just started streaming on YouTube last week. She's not going to be doing it next week because they will be on vacation, but she's going to be streaming on Sundays. So we will have me, we will have Chantel, we will have Emma, and we will have Claire from Bob Wilson 123 streaming all the time. We're all going to have so much fun together. We're all going to be hanging out together all the time. It's going to be great. Everyone needs to make friends with an Aussie. That's very true. It's very, very true. All of the yummies. But you know what? You guys need to make friends with us because Fiberific bought this huge box of candy for her daughter. And she showed it to us on one of her live streams. And apparently it was this thing where there's like one day where you can go and buy all of the American candy, and it was crazy expensive for them, and she bought this massive box that she's hidden from her daughter and is rationing them out to her, and I'm looking at them and I'm going, I can go to the corner store on the street and buy that. It's just so strange, you know, like they have Tim Tams, we have malt balls. Kirby says Tim Tams have the unfortunate thing just like ginger snaps. It's not the right kind. They aren't the same. That's true. That is very, very true. Kind of like graham crackers, man. If you don't get Keebler graham crackers, they just don't taste the same. They don't. Cynthia said, I bought a coconut cake today and I can't believe I haven't been into it yet. Whoa. You go, girl. That's showing some restraint. I can't even buy things like that. Like, I've purposely not gone to the store. Catherine hasn't been here for 3 days. Oh, speaking of which, I may have to answer my phone on this live chat because we have a little family emergency going on and Catherine is out of town for it. So if she happens to call, I will have to answer the phone. But I have not gone to the grocery store on purpose because it's just me and the boy and I'm not very good at self-control. And I know that if I'm not faking it till I make it and acting like the better person while I'm at the grocery store with Catherine, then I'll just go crazy because she's not here to witness it. And if nobody sees it, then it didn't happen. So I've purposely not gone to the grocery store. Fiberific said, I heard that your Girl Scout cookies are made in 3 locations in the US and they use different recipes in each bakery. You know what? I would completely believe that because a Thin Mint in South Carolina does not taste the same as a Thin Mint in New Mexico. True story. Like the Thin Mints here, there's no flavor to them at all. Not even a hint of mint. Kirby says, you tension uniquely. Yes, I like that. I tension uniquely. Thank you. Yes, I hold my yarn strangely. It's just me. It's just how my finger goes. I've tried I don't know how many times to hold it a different way so I'm not so odd while I'm crocheting, but it just doesn't work for me. Let's see. Yarn Addict says, I have to order Walker's Prawn Cocktail Crisps and Cadbury Flakes from the UK. You would probably get along with Emma, because Emma loves talking about the candy from the UK. Oh Lord. My thing just went kind of crazy. Mama Elf said, I made a cinnamon swirl zucchini bread. I don't even like zucchini, so no idea how it tastes. I'm going to tell you a little story. I hated zucchini when I was little, and my nanny tricked me. My nanny made zucchini bread, and I thought it was banana nut bread, which I love banana nut bread. I ate an entire loaf of it while she was taking a nap. So after I got my butt beat, because I ate the entire loaf that she had worked so hard on, and it was for dessert with the family, she told me that it was zucchini. So I went, oh, zucchini must not be all that bad then. Cynthia said that her cake and ice cream are her favorite things together. Gosh, why are we talking about so many foods? Leslie said that Thin Mints are minty in Texas. You know what? Maybe they're minty in East Texas, but they're not minty over here. I'm very close to the Texas state line. I'm like a 20-minute drive away from the Texas state line. Western Texas. They're not minty here. Alita said, I miss being overseas. The chocolate is to die for. You know, my favorite chocolate is German chocolate. Their hazelnut chocolate that they make. Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. Lord. Sally said, I'm kind of addicted to watching those YouTube videos where people taste candy and food from other countries. Those are funny sometimes. Those are really funny sometimes. Raquel said, so many non-keto foods as I gnaw on my cheese stick. You know what, Raquel? I forgot to eat yesterday. I forgot to eat, period. I hydrated. I drank a lot of water, but I was filming for like 14 hours. And then, you know, I had the hours of prep before that. And when I got finished filming, I was like, wait, it's dark outside. It's very dark outside. Where's my dog? So then I go and I take care of the dog and all of that stuff because I was failing at everything yesterday because I had a one-track mind. And then I went, wait, I didn't eat anything at all. So do you want to know what I ended up making? Cheese crackers, and I ate them with cream cheese. That's what I ate. That's all I ate yesterday. This is the life. Becky said, my daughter-in-law has a friend in Germany who sends her chocolate and she shares with me. Oh, you are so lucky. Hello, Charlene. Sally said, yes, and I love watching people try to eat Vegemite. They can do that all they want. I've been to Australia several times. Four times I've been to Australia. And I had an Australian roommate here in the US when I was in my early 20s, and her mom used to send her Vegemite all the time. You could smell it through the whole house. She would open it to put it on her toast, and you could just smell that stuff through the whole house, and she's like, oh, it's the best thing ever. It reminds me of my childhood. Here, you have to taste it. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, I don't know how you guys do that. I really don't. Ooh, Vegemite. Ooh. And then what country is it that Marmite is the thing? I mean, it's basically the same thing, right? Oh, not fun. Not fun at all. New Zealand. New Zealand and the UK apparently have Marmite. Ugh. Sally said, it's so good. I suppose you have to be brought up eating it, though. Lord. Not that I have room to talk. Look, I'm from the southern United States, and my people, like, season soups with chicken feet. I had a friend that moved to South Carolina from Boston. She had lived in Boston her entire life. She was 40 years old. She didn't know anybody in town except for me. And the first time she went grocery shopping, it was so hilarious. She like left straight from the grocery store, didn't even finish buying her groceries, just left her grocery cart there with everything in it, left the store, came to my house, banged on my door and went, why are you people selling chicken feet? There's chicken feet. Oh man, I was like, they're good seasoning. And she's like, but they're chicken feet in the grocery store. I wasn't prepared. You didn't tell me about this. Nobody told me about this. Kelly says, odd how good coffee can be with coconut oil and butter. Look, I have not delved into that part of keto. It does not sound appealing to me, and I'm not willing to give it a try. Also, I'm allergic to coconut. Lord. Sounds like a storyline from Mike and Molly show. There's just, I mean, people in the southern United States eat a lot of crazy stuff, y'all. Lot of crazy stuff. But then, I mean, there's crazy food all over the place. Kelly said, I recently discovered keto raspberry muffins. I'm going to need you to message me on Facebook with that recipe. Please keep thanks. If it doesn't have coconut flour, thank you. Cauliflower mac and cheese. Ugh. If only it wasn't pasta. Man. I've gotten really good at making mashed cauliflower. Really, really good at that. Oh, I guess I should probably tell you guys, I am filming for a new crochet-along that is coming. I do not have a release date yet for it. There are still some portions of it that are in testing, but the cool thing about this is it's a whole bunch of squares, and a certain number of squares are going to be released each week. You don't have to do all of them if you don't want to do all of them. It's called Friends Around the World, and the Crochet-Along group in Facebook is the one that is putting it on. And this is the third time that they have done it, and what they do is they have different designers from all over the world design squares, and then they release them, and they have a border. All of the squares have to come out to the same size, and they all have to end with the same amount of stitches, and then there's a border that will work with any combination of the squares that you want. I'm not doing the videos for all of them because I think there's like 7 or 8 designers that wanted to film their own videos, but I am doing 21 or 22 of the squares. So I'm going to be busy over the next couple weeks because it all finally got passed over to me. Well, not all of it, but the beginnings of it got passed over to me. And no, I can't show you yet because I'm not allowed. But there's some blocking behind me. It's going to be fun. It'll be great. And it's different and it's unique. And all of the squares are different. So you can pick and choose, put them together however you would like. It's going to be neat. So no 2 blankets will be the same. There's no kits for them. None of that stuff. You choose your own yarn. You can stash bust if you want. Ooh, wouldn't it be neat if somebody did it and it looked like a coat of many colors, only it was a blanket of many colors? That would be neat. Charlene said, will you link the rest? Actually, they will, on their blog post each week, they will release the links to all of the patterns there. And on my blog post, when I announce that I have a new video, I will link back to that, of course. Melissa said, will there be a written pattern? Yes, there will be written patterns. Dum, dum, dum. We're still talking about food. Raquel said, I've never tried the fathead. I eat the fathead all the time. All the time. Good recipe. Charlene said, will you link the squares that others do when you do your own? I will link back from my blog posts. I will link back to the Crochet-Alongs page that will have all of the information on it for all of the squares that will be released that week. Granny square chain letter. Melissa said, will there be a separate Facebook group? I do not believe that, no, they won't make a separate Facebook group for it. It will be in the Crochet-Along Facebook group. That's the group that's hosting it, that's putting it on. Jaja is working on the Cosmic Cow. Way to go. Lots of people are still working on the Cosmic Cow. Some of them are coming out beautifully. But I think most of the people on my particular feed on Facebook have kind of abandoned it for the Karoo Vintage Cow, because like, I'm just, Karoo Vintage has taken over my Facebook feed. Kelly said, how do you keep your treble crochet stitches from stretching so flawlessly? It is all about the first wrap around your hook. If you keep that first wrap around your hook tight, that tension tight around your hook as you work your treble, it won't come loose. Melissa, it's literally called Cal Crochet-along. C-A-L Crochet-along. That's what the group is called. Leslie said, I'm still working on the Cosmic and the Crew, and. I'm kind of feeling like that because now I have this project going on. I have a blanket that I am testing going on, and now I have filming going on. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 projects all going on at the same time, and my eye twitches. Cosmic sounds like space, and there's so much space between the stars. Ah, Freaky. I love it when you show up. Raquel said, that's my work in progress box, and. A calendar blanket. Do you mean a temperature blanket? Is that what you mean? Daigo is crocheting a Batman minion. That's gonna be cute. Leslie, you have not finished your Arizona? Oh my God. What have you been doing that you haven't finished your Arizona? I mean, like, I know that you're doing all the things, but mercy. Oh, so it's a new stitch for each month. Well, that's different. That's a unique little way. Crochet-along. That's what it's called. Are you in the It's Crochet Clock Facebook group? You can send me a message on Facebook, and whenever we get finished with live, I will send you a link to the Facebook group. Leslie says, teaching crochet to non-English speakers. All right, fine. You get a pass because you're doing very good things. Hello, Haley. Welcome. Oh, welcome back, Chantel. She had to take a phone call. That sounds like a very different way to go about. Oh, my hair is itching my nose. By the way, I apologize. My hair is crazy today. Those of you with curly hair will understand that sometimes you just wake up and your hair's like, nope, not today, lady. No, we're just gonna be crazy. And that's what my hair has done for me today. It's just not okay. It's not okay. It's acting out. For some reason, it's going all over the place. Rebecca got her new fly rod today. Woo! That's gonna be lots of fun. Let's see. We're talking about that crochet along that's a different stitch every month, and every month it changes colors. I'll bet that's going to be pretty, so it's kind of like a sampler crochet along. That's kind of cool. Freaky's not going to be in the Fiberific live chat tomorrow. Shame, shame, shame. Game of Thrones reference there. Anybody get it? Nope. Nope. Okay. Just me. Whew. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys that the squares are big. The squares are very big. The pattern calls for Aran or worsted weight yarn. And my sample in Aran weight yarn is 12 inches. And I am doing another round. My first go through of the pattern I am doing in DK weight. And my DK squares are 10 inches. So it's going to be big. I have no idea what I'm going to do with all of these squares. I mean, obviously put them together in a blanket, obviously, but it's going to be, I might have to do 2 blankets. Well, 4 technically, because I have 2 running concurrent with each other. And there's no way that I can put 20 squares together, 20 12-inch squares together. That would be a massive, massive, like it would be a blanket for my car, the outside of it, to keep it warm in the winter. Desiree, bad questions, start more. Oh, what did Desiree do? How many projects is enough? Huh. Everybody's different. Everybody, I get a little bit crazy if I have more than 2 going on, which is why I'm kind of like, yeah, because I have 6 going on right now. See. Haley says, what are you working on? I am working on a blanket for my grandbaby, which is what I'm doing for Christmas. Wait, okay, yes, I still need, I lost my place there for a minute. I went, wait, am I already done with this one? Leslie said 6 projects is nothing. Look, for a person with honest to goodness OCD, it is. It really is. And technically, I have 7. Technically, I have 7 because I have a big old bag over there with my Mandala Madness in it that I'm only up to like part 7 on. And I pick it up like every couple months and I work a part and then I put it away because I have to prioritize and do something else. So technically I have 7. That's a lot for me. It really is. Haley said, I like your colors. Thank you very much. I like them too. In this pattern, I did not like them in the first one that I was doing. Holy cow. Becky said, I wish I only had 6. I counted the other day, and if I didn't forget any, I have 18. Lord have mercy. Whew. I don't even know, I don't even know how I'd keep track of all of that. I have like all of these organza bags walking around. Well, not walking around, obviously, but I have all of these organza bags with all of the yarn in them and all of that for all of the different squares that I'm doing and all of my projects and all of that, except for this one, because this one just sits here, and whenever I come here to film, I just shove everything over to the side and then move it back the next week for live chat. So this project is never seen outside of this room. Haley said, I got through part 4 on the Mandala Madness and it had to go into the pile of shame. What went wrong with it? You know, Esther made videos for that. She did very good videos for that. Raquel said that she counted all of her works and she had 16, but now she finished her Arizona, so she's down to 15. Well done you on finishing your Arizona. It must be fair season all around because the pictures are starting to pop up in the Pip and Poppycock Facebook group, and had one in our group today that won 3rd place at their county fair with Arizona, and somebody else won 1st place with their Arizonas. So I'm super excited to see all of this stuff, and I'm kind of excited. I mean, like, we have to go to the fair every year anyways because it's just what you do, but I'm gonna go, like, purposely look through all of the stuff that is entered for crochet this year and see if anybody entered in Arizona, because I'll be like, hey, I was part of that because I'm a geek. Mama Elf said, I watched your video about the yarn prices and decided to splurge on the paint box sale. Woo! Yay! You're gonna be so happy that you did. Did you get the Aran weight or did you get the DK weight? I mean, either way, it's still my favorite acrylic yarn ever. Ever, ever, ever. I'm so excited that you're gonna be trying it. And now you're gonna be like me and you're gonna be hoarding all of your money, waiting for the paint box to go on sale, and then whenever it does, you're just gonna go all wild, because that's what we do. Haley said, I wasn't an advanced enough crocheter to know how to fix a mistake, so my count is all off. Okay, that happens. Lesson learned, but just frog it. Start over again. You'll learn so much by doing that pattern. Honest to goodness, you will. You'll learn tons by doing that pattern. Helen Shrimpton does a video on fixing boo-boos without frogging. No, no, no. Frog it. Walk the same path. Walk the same journey that everybody else has walked. Just frog it and fix it. Oh, Raquel's putting her Arizona into the fair. You'll have to make sure that you let us all know. Mama Elf got Iran. That's what I'm filming these tutorials for, the new cow that's coming up. I'm working it up in Iran. See, I have some of it right here because I just, like, everything for filming the tutorials is on that side of my table and the live is over here on this side. So I have some of that sitting right there. Freaky Geek said, this is the first time I hear of paint box yarn. Is it full of painted yarn? No, it is not. There is a company called Love Crafts, and they own Love Knitting and lovecrochet.com. I think in the description box there is a link to it because I'm an affiliate with them. There should be. But Paintbox is their house brand of yarn, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It's my favorite acrylic yarn to work with. It is so soft, and so squishy. Lovely, lovely yarn to work with. Goodbye, Desiree. Have a good evening. Tamra, just a little funny. My mouse was covering your word, so it looked like you said, I have 4 wigs on. I was like, okay, how are we going to deal with this? But you have 4 whips going on. And you have cerebral palsy with 4 whips going on. That's great. It's good stuff. Everybody's saying goodbye to Desiree. Is that 3? I have to make sure that I'm not missing stitches like I did that one week. Lord have mercy. It's been a crazy day, y'all. I'm telling you. I'm just seeing weird things. People are wearing 4 wigs. Rebecca said, I haven't tried it yet. Honest to goodness, is it the 5th yet? What is the date? I don't even know what the date is. Did I miss the end of the sale? Oh, it's the 7th. Darn! Paintbox was just on sale. 20% off until the 5th. But I think if they run it the same way that they did last year, then around November we'll have another big Paintbox sale going on. So that's what I'm saving my money for now. But you gotta try it. Honestly. You gotta try it. And Alita, you too. Jaja, you just gotta do it. Honest to goodness. You have to. Kelly said, I'm still stuck on you making a blanket for your grandbaby. My goodness, lady, you look so young. Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm not a grandma, I'm a yaya. That's how we work it. Fiberific said, when you have been waiting... Oh, God. Where did my chat go? When you have been waiting patiently for a week for a quote and they then call up only to find the slow person quit yesterday and I have to start the whole process over. No. No. Kelly said, I think they're doing a 25% off all yarn in November. That's what they did last year in November. So I am really hoping that they do the same thing this November. That's what I'm planning on. I did not make that tail long enough. I am not comfortable with that. My daughter is turning 18 this month. Dude, I know those feels. I know those feels. Believe me. Alita said your next giveaway should be Paintbox yarn. Maybe. But I have a lot of yarn here that I have gotten from my Knit Crate subscription boxes that I will never use because I don't like crocheting with variegated yarns. I love them. I think that they are beautiful. I love to look at them. But I was sitting here and I was reorganizing my yarn stash because I had to, because that big old box of South African yarn, I had to make room. And when I was reorganizing, like I have this big massive drawer filled with yarn that I've gotten from Knit Crate and I'm never going to use it. So I really need to give away that yarn so it can go to a home where it will be useful. The woman that won the Knit Crate from last month's giveaway, she's already worked it up. Already sent me a project picture and everything. She's like, thanks, love it. Nancy's leaving. Bye, Nancy. Kelly said, December 25% off Paintbox color packs. Oh, I don't want the color packs. I want to choose my own. Heather said, I love the pegs that you do. I bet I could come up with some colors that actually go together. Yes, you definitely could. And you know, I was just talking to Kim last night because it was like 12:30. Maybe it was like 12:30 in the morning or something. And I had just sat down to eat those cheese crackers that I made. And Kim sent me a message on Facebook and she was crying and I was like, oh no, what's wrong? And I opened it up and I looked and it was a picture and she had gone to my Etsy store and shipping to Australia for my Style Craft pegs was like $70. And I went, oh my God, that's not right. That's not right at all. So today I went to the post office to mail off pegs to somebody else. And while I was there, I was like, here, put this on your scale. What's the cheapest way for me to get this to Australia? It'll cost me $25 USD to send Style Craft pegs to Australia. And they're $20 a piece. So it would cost 45 USD to get color pegs. There is a woman in Australia that makes them. They're way more expensive than mine, but with the postage, it might be cheaper to purchase them from her. You'll have to look into it. Joshua said, my Cosmic is getting so big and it's warm, nothing to make in the summer. I have to crochet with a fan on me all the time. All the time. Even in the winter, I still have a fan pointed at me when I'm crocheting. But I'm hot all the time. Always, always hot. If you guys wanted to do a co-op order and I could ship them all at the same time. Yep, I absolutely could. There's a whole lot of Aussies there, but I mean, not all of y'all live in the same place. I don't know. Because I know that Leanne is always looking at them. But again, the shipping is crazy expensive. Let's see. Ooh, Crafty loves this granny square. Thank you. She's very saucy. You have to watch out for that one. It's trouble when her and Kim are both in the same chat. But Kim sent me a message earlier and she told me that she wasn't going to be in chat. So we don't have to worry about her being saucy. Why is the shipping, why is it so high, Alita? Because it's going to Australia. That's why it's so high. And I'm on the other side of the world. Like I said, there is a woman that makes them in Australia. I cannot vouch for her. I have never spoken to anyone that has purchased from her. There's a woman in the UK that makes them. The pink, the polka dot giraffe, pink polka dot, the polka dot, something giraffe and something with polka dots. But she makes them in the UK. And they are more expensive than mine, but if you take away the shipping costs that it would take to get to the UK versus, then it works out to be cheaper. Kelly said I shipped 3 blankets to Canada last Christmas and it cost me $108. I would believe it. I would definitely believe it. It is so expensive to mail things nowadays. Canada's right here. Cynthia's like, wait, hold on, let me open up my back door. I'm going to throw my soda can at it. Goodbye, Raquel. Thank you for spending some time with us. Kelly said it wasn't a huge box either. That was my cheapest option. Lord have mercy. Fiberific said maybe, just maybe, you should teach me how to make them to your standard and then I could be your Aussie shipper. Can we even do that with Etsy? If we can do that with Etsy, I'll totally do that for you. Absolutely. But are there a lot of people in Australia that use Stylecraft? I know that Paintbox is still picking up because they don't advertise at all. Like all of their all of their popularity has come from word of mouth via the internet. So they're still very, very, very young. So not a lot of people are picking up on Paintbox yet, but Stylecraft has a huge following. I just don't know how well they're doing in Australia. Kelly said, needless to say, they're getting emailed gift cards this year. Oh, you poor thing. I don't know how much materials and stuff are for you guys over there, Chantel, but we can definitely talk about it. I think that, you know, Wool Warehouse is the cheapest place at the moment to buy Stylecraft, and Wool Warehouse ships for relatively cheap to Australia. So I know that a lot of people in Australia, at least the ones that I have gathered data from in the past, people in Australia, if they have to purchase yarn online and they're doing it from, you know, a bigger brand and not an indie dyer, the vast majority of them use Wool Warehouse. So there might be something going on with that. We'll have to talk about it. Cindy said, do you have dollar stores in Australia? Goodbye, Anne. Thank you for hanging out with us. Crafty Crafter said, you know what makes me angry? Credit cards that charge a fee if you want to buy something from another country. Jerks. Well, they're not really being a jerk. It's just that they have to pay that money for the conversion cost. So they pass that off to you. So it's not really them being a jerk. They're just doing business. Marianne said, I joined late. What are the Stylecraft items you're talking about? Oh, we're talking about color pegs. Do you know what color pegs are? That's what we're talking about. Whew. Jaja ran out of yarn, everybody. She will be right back. She is going to go replenish her local stash. Marianne doesn't know what color pegs are. These are color pegs. These are, I make them for Paintbox and Stylecraft. But this is what they are. They're just little samples of the yarn. And we've already gone over this, so for those of you who already know, I'm sorry. But what it's for is whenever you take a picture, see like on that screen, it looks completely different from this screen up there. Two different lenses, but it looks different. And on each screen, if you view it on your phone or your computer or from computer to TV, all of that colors look different. So if you have a sample right here in front of you, then you can see what the yarn actually looks like. It's kind of like paint chips. You go to the hardware store or the home improvement store and you get samples of the colors, what they're supposed to be, and everybody goes home and they pins them up to their wall and they rearrange them and all of that stuff. It's the same thing, only it's with yarn. So you can have them right there in front of you. You can see the true colors and you can choose the colors for your projects, and that way you won't be surprised because you saw this one on the screen and you thought, oh, well, that's a lovely, lovely navy color, and then it shows up and it's purple. Because that happens. It takes that away. Yes, it's basically color swatches. I thought about doing them on DMC, but it's not like, I mean, this is thicker than thread, so I was just worried about, I couldn't find cost-effective solutions to have for the base, should I say. I used to embroider, so I still have a lot of DMC floss. But I did think about that. Is that 3 or 2? I did think about that. Yep, DMC embroidery bobbin cards. But all of the ones that I could find were super flimsy, and if they weren't super flimsy, then they were just a tad bit too expensive for what I wanted to make. And I'm not, I don't want to make something that's, you know, crazy expensive for people to buy. I just don't want to do that. Lots of people use popsicle sticks or tongue depressors. Apparently Freaky makes them out of cereal boxes. That's a new one. Kelly said, I just put a whole bunch of different skeins on the floor and arrange them until I get it right. Yeah, but not everybody has a whole stash. And you know, Stylecraft Special DK, they have 88 colors. 88 different colors. And they are, if you buy them from Wool Warehouse, they're $2.16 a skein. So that's a pretty big investment just to have the true colors there in front of you to... Plus, it takes up a lot of room. Believe me, I'm looking at it. It's all hanging in my closet right now. And they take up a lot of room. And Paintbox has 60 different colors in its range. That's a whole lot of space. And it's an investment. Is that right? Something feels off. I don't know how to effectively manage yarn whilst doing corner-to-corner crochet. It's rather infuriating. You know, lots of people have issues getting corner-to-corner down when they first start. But seriously, it's like a granny square. Once you get it and once it clicks in your head, it never leaves you. And then all of a sudden you're walking around, you're switching the loads of laundry over whilst doing it, you're washing dishes, you're cooking your kids dinner whilst doing it, lounging in the bathtub, corner to corner in. I mean, it takes over your whole life. Be careful what you wish for. Sally said, I've got Stylecraft swatch cards, but it's hard to mix and match the colors. Yes, it is. Hello, Kimberly from North Carolina, almost my home state. I'm from South Carolina. So you kind of like family, kind of. Good night, Alita. Crafty said, I can do a corner-to-corner stitch, no problem, but switching colors a lot gets awkward and annoying. So don't switch colors. Just do it plain. Or don't switch colors so often. Problem fixed. Look, there. Saved your life. Changed everything. Oh, Kelly said Grafgan. Okay. And so did Cindy. Are we talking about corner to corner or are we talking about Grafgans? Because Grafgans are a completely different animal. Okay, Grafgans. All right. Then I take everything back that I said, okay? You're just going to live with frustration until you decide to give up the project and throw it away or finally finish it. One or the other. Those are your only two options. Grafgan corner to corner. Oh, well, you just complicate things even further, why don't you? We're just gonna throw every bit of crazy into the same pot at the same time. Freaky, get with the program. Freaky's lost. Who's talking about animals? Was somebody talking about animals? I think I just walked into something. I probably did just walk right into something because you can't really trust Freaky. And it's really, really bad. Chantel will know what I'm talking about because when you're on live, you can't take anything back. So if you have one of those moments where you're just reading chat along and you don't proofread, and you happen to run up on something that Freaky says, there's no telling what's going to come out of Freaky Geek's mouth. I mentioned animals. Lina Ray says, have you tried any Tunisian crochet projects? I have not, but Sandy Walker in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group, she does beautiful Tunisian crochet designs. Beautiful. When did I talk about animals? Didn't I say that? I said it was a whole different animal. Oh my God, see? That's what I'm talking about, man. Freaky will pull like one tiny little word that you said and make it this whole other animal all by its little own. You gotta be careful with Freaky, man. Freaky does this. Lord, have mercy. No, I did not talk about actual animals. Freaky just likes to mess with people who are live on camera because they can't go and edit it back out. I did. I fell straight into a Freaky trap. Because I didn't proofread. And I was just going down the list and I was just reading along. I guess it's my week. Because normally it's Chantel. Normally it's Chantel and I'm sitting over here eating my dinner or something like that, watching the chat, and I'm like, oh, Chantel, please proofread. Please proofread. And then she goes right into it. Nope, too late. And you can tell that look in her eyes that she knows that she just read it. And she can't take it back because it's live. Oh, man. I love you guys. I really do. Freaky does keep things interesting. Keeps you on your toes. You can't really fully get into the groove of that meditative crochet and just hang out with your buddies. Because you always got to be on your toes when Freaky's around. Yeah. That's our life. The life of a YouTuber. Whew. Almost. Yay. Freaky needs to teach that trick to Leslie. No, Freaky doesn't. Freaky is very, very quick and very, very sarcastic, and the wit, like too much wit. Way too much wit. And you know, I'm smart, but I can't believe I'm going to say this. I don't catch things very quickly. Okay, you can throw a softball at my head and my reflexes are just not that quick. And it's the same thing. I'm not a stupid person. I study things just to study things because I like to gain knowledge, but I'm not very quick. So it takes things just a moment to register. But whenever you're live or you're right in front of somebody, that moment is an eternity. It seems like such fun. Yay. It is fun. Yay, another square done. So what is that? 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Wait, surely 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. I only have 10 more to go. Whew. Y'all, it is hot. I think I'm flashing. These lights are so hot. Why is my AC not kicking on? Where's the fan? Oh, my life. It was hot outside here today. Stacy said, "What's everyone working on?" I'm working on a scarf, and as for me, if someone throws a baseball at my head, I duck. Well, I would too. I would just be a couple seconds later than you would be. Hello, Claire, who was outside cleaning up and nearly missed us. That's not enough. 2, 3. There we go. Whew, man. I'm not crocheting as fast as I did last week. Didn't I do like 4 squares last week? I don't know. I've been talking too much. I've been panicky about Freaky Geek being in the chat. Kelly said, "I'm doing a scarf as well to go with a pair of fingerless gloves using Red Heart Unforgettable. Just forget about frogging. Pretty, but wow, a nightmare." You know, everybody says that Red Heart Unforgettable is so hard to frog, and I've never had an issue with it. But I don't rip at it. You know, like this, if I messed up, then I would just yank it out. But I just pull very slowly with the Red Heart Unforgettable, and I don't ever have a problem. Kimberly said, "When I was young, my brother hit a home run and it hit me on the head. He was 13 and loved that it got his older sister." Oh gosh, bless his heart. Bless your heart. Good night, Heather. Who's reading? Is somebody reading? Gosh, it is incredibly hot in here. Oh, finally, the AC just kicked on. Have mercy. I don't even know how hot it was, but when I went outside today, I opened up the door and thought that I was going to burst into flames. That's what the temperature was today. Whew. See, Freaky is asking questions, and I'm scared to even look. Do I have my foot on the brakes to be hooking so slow? I don't know. I don't know. I think it might just be because I'm chatting more. I'm talking more than... Stop it. Than actually paying attention to what I'm doing. Whew. Lana said it was a heat index of 101 today here in Tennessee. Too hot. Lord. I don't even know what it was here today. Yes, I'm a bit behind on the chat, Freaky. Oh, so here I was, it was only 94 degrees outside. And there I was complaining. Could be a whole lot worse. Melissa said, "What's your favorite thing to make?" I don't know. Hello, Kim Nelson. Welcome. We still have a half hour left. You're fine. You're fine. Let's see. Stacy said, I love making socks, but I knit those. Yeah, I don't knit. I can't knit. Let's see. What's my favorite thing to make? Anything that doesn't have ends and doesn't change color on me suddenly? Can I answer with that? Is that okay to answer with? Ah, Rebecca made a good point. I did not show the color pegs last week, but I did this week. So yeah, that's where my time has gone. Crafty busted out the Grafgam block. Now, no bad words in this chat, because I know it's coming. I think it comes from all of us. Whew. Grafgams normally aren't, I don't know, in my experience when I've done them in the past, but then when I've done them in the past, I have not chosen a gazillion different colors for them. And even if I did, do you want to know what I would be telling myself the entire time? I would be thinking about medieval women weaving those tapestries or embroidering those tapestries by hand, those massive, massive tapestries that are still here to this day, and they did it all by hand, all old school, so I would just tell myself to suck it up. I can do it. How's that for a pep talk, huh? Hello, Tina. Yes, you're late, but you still have a half hour. A bad word would be out of yarn. That would be a horribly bad word. Nobody wants to hear that word. Soap straight to the mouth for saying that. You're not working over your tails this week. Nope. Because last week I had so many issues while I was on camera and I had to stop. I had to keep dropping them. Normally, whenever I work on granny stitches or stitches that have spaces in them, I carry the tails with me because I can weave them all in. But last week I had such issues with that. For some reason, it just was not working for me that I just gave up on it this week, which I will regret come weaving time because that's an extra end that I have to weave in. Hello, Leanne. Batman Minion only needs legs, but I can't crochet, watch this, and chat at the same time. I know those feelings. There have been weeks where I was on deadline, especially with Arizona or with the Gypsy Shawl, that I would just log in and be sitting there and I'd listen to Chantel talk for an hour and a half. I'd be like, hi guys, I'm here, sorry, but I'm on deadline, so I'm just gonna crochet and listen to you. I've been there. Daigo is not on Facebook. So if she posts a picture, she's on Pinterest. And if you don't follow her on Pinterest, I can post the picture on Facebook for her. Had to do that for Kim Nelson. Not Kim Nelson. Kim Scullen once before. Because Kim doesn't have Pinterest, I guess. Whew. Gosh, that's way too much. Poor Leanne was busy. Come on, work with me. Oh, Lord. My cat has done so well. Normally, Catherine is out in the living room. And my cat has separation anxiety. and he will walk through the house yowling until one of us comes to save him. And normally, because she's out in the living room, he still does okay when I'm back in here, but she's not out there. So he just started his yowling. He has had enough. Kim Nelson said, do any ladies crochet with arthritis? I do, and made myself a thumb cover. I'm starting to think Michael Jackson thoughts. Aw. I do not have arthritis, but I did have a problem. I used to love boy crochet hooks that had the plastic handles on them, but they were heavy. They were really heavy. So I found that I could only crochet for like 3 or 4 hours at a time before my wrist really started to hurt. And I went through this period in my life where I was horribly influenced by everybody on social media. And I just started buying crochet hooks, one of every brand. And I bought one of these. I bought a 4.5 millimeter in the Clover Soft Touch. And when I got it, I unpackaged it, and it was so light, it felt cheap to me. And I went, I'm not going to use that. I hate that. And immediately threw it into a drawer. And I did the same thing with my tulip hook that I got as well. They were just so stinking light that I was like, that's not going to be any good. I'm going to break that. And I didn't use them. But then with the Arizona pattern called for a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. And American crochet hooks don't come in 4.5 millimeters. So I had to use my Clover Soft Touch. There were weekends when I was working on Arizona, because again, whenever I do a tutorial, I always work the pattern before I begin filming, so I know what I'm talking about. And it still doesn't always work out for me, but I try. And there were weekends where I would wake up and literally do nothing after my morning coffee but crochet until I went to sleep, aside from stop for meals. So like 16, 17-hour days of crocheting, and I couldn't even feel it with these hooks. Let me see. Leanne's father-in-law is here, and they've gone out for a bit, so she's happy to steal a little time with us. Aw, family visits are great. Ida said, I don't like crochet hooks that are heavier either. I didn't know that I didn't like them. I had no idea. I mean, I literally have a whole drawer. I probably have 3 or 4 full sets of boy crochet hooks with the plastic handles on them. That's how much I love them, but I just don't anymore. Stacy said, I am a fellow podcaster here on YouTube, and I'm a blogger on Facebook and WordPress. If any of you want to see my works on Facebook and WordPress, I am Dreaming Yarns. Well, welcome. Welcome to the family. Rebecca said, it sounds like my cat Houdini. He follows me everywhere. Look, Roscoe has serious separation anxiety. It's just horrible. We can't even go to the bathroom without him howling at the door. Mom! Oh! Oh, thank you, Chantel, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Yay, coffee fund. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. Yay. I missed some chat. I saw Chantel's super chat pop up and I went, ah. See, Kelly said, I tried the Clover, but it just felt like it was going to snap. I do love my tulip Atmos. You know, That's why I didn't use this, and I didn't think that I was going to enjoy this handle, but it fits in my hand. It may not fit in anybody else's hand, but it fits in my hand, and I like them. Crafty has crochet hook OCD. She can, not OCD, ADD. And she just uses all the hooks. But that's okay. Oh, let's see. What's everybody saying? All talking about super chat. Blues and greens are my jam. I'm drooling. Lord have mercy. Melissa said, I'm one of the old-fashioned crocheters. I'm not a fan of the thick bits in the middle. You mean on crochet hooks? You're not a thick fan of like the ergonomic hooks? Oh, my air kicked off and it's hot again. Whew. I didn't think I ever would be either, but then, you know, I tried them and now I don't like the other ones. I still have to buy these. I have to buy a steel set of these because my steel set of crochet hooks are just the regular crochet hooks. And they feel awkward in my hand, and it actually hurts my hand to crochet with that teeny tiny little thing. I'm not going to read that, Freaky. You're not going to get me. Hot flash, I'm dreading those. I think it is, I've been reading a lot in the keto groups that a lot of women are experiencing hot flashes while they're going, you know, while they're switching over to this way of eating. So I am thinking that that's what it is, because if the air conditioner is not going and I don't have a fan on me, I am just, like right now, I feel like I'm going to combust. From the inside out, I'm going to burst into flames at any moment now. I feel like I should be all red and I'm going to start glistening here soon. That's what I feel like. Chantel said, I was kind of forced into trying the tulip and the clovers. I had to keep crocheting for work and my hand was hurting and changed over, never going back. It really does make a difference. It really, really does make a difference. Crafty said, are you middle 40s? I thought my sudden uterus woes were from keto. I was wrong. No, I am not middle 40s. I'm not, no, not. Of course I will, Daigo. What are friends for? We're pals. I understand your need to not want to be on Facebook. I will share the love. Kirby said, Chantel, I'm going to Australia just to get your clovers. That's going to be a really expensive crochet hook. I mean, like, you could probably buy, like, 40 furls hooks with the amount of money that it would cost you to fly to Australia to buy Chantel's clover hooks. Whew. It's gonna work out to be a real deal with airfares. I know. I know. Crazy. Look, you got fan, Chantel. That's a super fan right there. Kirby, where are you? You're in the United States, aren't you? I think so. I don't take any vitamins, Kelly. I don't take vitamins. I don't like taking pills. Unless I absolutely have to. Leanne said, yes, come to Australia. It's the best idea I've ever heard. You know, Leanne, that was the first thing that I thought about. I knew that Sandy and Vanessa were going on the cruise before it was announced. Of course, I couldn't say anything, but I knew about it. So I had to sit here green with envy, but very happy for my friends that they got such an opportunity. But you were one of the ones that I first thought of because I went, oh man, if I could go on that, like maybe Leanne wouldn't be so mad at me for missing Bendigo. Yeah, Kurt, going from Missouri to the Gold Coast in Australia to buy clover hooks. I mean, if that's the excuse that you need to get yourself out of the house, then by all means use it. But Sally said, yay, my squishy came and I totally just answered the door in my pajamas. Hey, I do it all the time. I do it all the time. If I didn't have to go to the post office, I'd still be in, well, I wouldn't be in my pajamas for you guys. I would still put on my face. And at least a t-shirt or a clean shirt. I may be in pajama bottoms because you can't see from the waist down. It's okay, Sally. You're never alone. Oh. Kim Nelson said, I was going through my fishing gear yesterday and emptied out a fishing tackle container. Now I have a new container for crochet hooks and stitch markers, beads, and needles. You are winning. Yes, you are. I was just looking online because I want to put up a shelving unit to actually stack all of my yarn on. So I would have a nice, you know, background for you guys to look at. But I can't decide on what I want to do. And if I did that, then it would mean that I would have to rearrange my studio again. But I have been looking, you know, like at all the typical YouTuber places, IKEA, and all of that. Ugh. I just don't know what I want. I have a vision in my brain and I haven't seen anything. That's a lie. I did see something. I went to an antique store and I saw this beautiful antique china cabinet. It was beautiful. It was like the distressed white vintage, just beautiful, beautiful thing. And I wanted it so bad. And I went running up to it. And Catherine was like, oh God, here she goes. Watch, this is going to be about yarn. And I went, wouldn't my yarn be great in this? And then she was like, no, you're not having it. And then I went, but why? And then I looked and it was like $3,000. And I went, yeah, no, I can't have that. Leanne said, oh, come on, 2021, my name is down on the interested list. Crochet crowd is coming down under. Sydney to New Zealand. Stephanie, you could send your Aussie and New Zealand peeps in one trip. We'll have a conversation about that later, but there are other Australian cruises, and the woman, Jo Patton, who is running the cruise that Sandy and Vanessa are teaching on, she posted a message, and they're actually not this coming one, but the next one that, or the ship that they're on is changing home ports. So they will actually be porting out of Brisbane. So I think that's closer to all of you guys, isn't it? Ida said, I drew some designs. My hubby built me cubbies for all of my yarn. The other day, he looks at it full and says, I need another one, and he was serious. I love him. Ida, I love your hubby. Can I borrow him? Will he come? I can cook. I'll go off keto for a week. I'll cook for him. And the same cruise line that is doing the one that they are, well, what I was thinking is because they're going to be porting in and out of Brisbane, so what I was thinking was that if I could get on that one, you know, save up my money because it's expensive, but if I could get on that one, then I would have at least 2 full days, or maybe I could arrive a day earlier and leave a day later, and we could have, you know, like a meetup for all of the people that were in Brisbane or closer to Brisbane, because I know that, I mean, you guys have caffeinated crafters there, so I know that there's a group of you people that I know over there. I might land on a caffeinated crafters night. Don't know. Have to try it though. Have to see what's going on. Kirby said, I would love to convert my little unused closet into a yarn cubby hole, but that would take so much effort and I'm lazy. That is where mine is right now, in the closet. Well, that's a lie because it's overflown. My entire closet is filled with yarn. I have hangers with the bags that all of our yarn, the organza bags. I have those hanging all around, and then I have shelves, and I have storage containers filled, and then I have a dresser that's filled with yarn, and I have other storage containers filled with yarn, and then I have all of the mess behind me. Oh, Lord. Chantel said, if you were going on the cruise, I might have to try to join you on the ship. I mean, it would definitely be cheaper for you guys to do it because you're already right there. But for me, I mean, like just flying there is like $2,400 for me to fly there. And then, what was it, like 2,300 USD? Or no, 2,300 Australian dollars for the cruise itself. But that's 11 days and 10 nights on the cruise ship, plus all of your meals are included and all of that. So it's not all that bad of a price. It's just a chunk of change. Kim Nelson said maybe everyone could share their husbands around the world so we could all have amazing staff shelves. Yes. Look here, Ida. You got a moneymaker. You could totally just lend him out. Tina said, don't fly. Take another cruise ship to that port. Lord. I don't even think that there's any... Are there cruise ships that... I mean, look. Okay, little cruises that stay closer-ish to land, I'm okay with. But listen, I watched the Titanic. I learn from other people's mistakes. I don't want to go across an entire body of water. Okay, there's Jaws. There was the Titanic. There was... What was that movie where their cruise ship flipped upside down and they were stuck inside of it and somebody lost his mind and was trying to kill all of the people that had actually survived the cruise ship rolling over? I mean, there's that thing going on. I don't want to go across large bodies of water on a ship. I don't want to do it. No. Oh. Goodbye, Crafty. So many options for holidays. My head is whirling. There are lots of options. I mean, I want to go on all of them. Plus, there's other things going on, you know, next year. Open water. I don't remember what open water was about, but yes, what Kirby said. No. I don't get seasickness. I was born and raised in an island community, stuck out, you know, a whole bunch of islands out in the ocean connected with bridges, and I grew up on the water, was raised on the water. I don't have an issue with seasickness at all. I just have an issue with massive great white sharks, and I have an issue with being able, and maybe it's because I grew up so close to the Bermuda Triangle too, that, you know, I just have a fear of going across big bodies of water. I don't even like flying across big bodies of water. I'll fly all day long, but every single time, I've been to every continent on the planet except for Antarctica, and every single time I have had to fly across a big body of water, all I can think about is Amelia Earhart. She never came home, people. She never came home. Like, nobody knows where she went. It just freaks me out. Gilligan's Island. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Gilligan's Island. Lord. They eventually got off, but man, it was a long time. Oh. Kelly said I get seasick in a hot tub. Oh, bless your heart. Poor thing. Story of hubby and wife accidentally left behind in their ship while they were scuba diving and had to survive with floating on the ocean with life vests. Oh, God. Horrible. Rebecca said, I'd be lucky if I could get a couple hours to go fishing. Sally said that I sound like her husband. I mean, like, I still do it. Because I know that, hello, if I want to go to Europe, I have to get on a plane. And I either have to go by plane or I have to go by boat. And if I'm going to choose, then I'm going to take the plane. Then by boat. Because I don't want to. No. Change your hair color and we have our ginger right. Lord, I wish. I wish I had Ginger's figure. Mercy. I will go on a cruise ship, Daigo, but I don't want to go across the large bodies of water. You know, like leaving out of Miami and going down to the Bahamas and through the Caribbean, that's fine. Flying to Mexico and going around on a cruise ship down there, that's fine. Flying over to Spain and getting on the cruise ship and doing the Mediterranean cruise, that's fine. But leaving from like Charleston, South Carolina, and then going over to Italy on a cruise ship, not okay. Not okay. Not doing it. Kim Nelson said, when I work on my boat all day, I'm still rocking hours later, even in the shower. I understand. Goodbye, Tamara. Kirby said it's a life of pie situation. Stay on the food island and just don't fall asleep on the ground. No joke. Good night, Kelly. Ooh, we got about 6 minutes left. And then I'm going to be heading out. I don't even know how many people we have. My little app didn't want to stay open for me. Goodbye, Charlene. Thank you for hanging out with us. Whew. It was an interesting chat. We went all over the place today, y'all. All over the place. Talked about sweets, holidays. Gosh, we talked about a lot of stuff. That's okay. You guys don't forget that tomorrow at the same time, we can all hang out again over on Fiberific's live stream. So make sure you follow her. Haha, Kimberly's funny. She said, Castaway. Yes. So, Fiberific is tomorrow at the same time as mine, and then make sure you subscribe to Pippin Poppycock's YouTube channel as well, because she's going to be doing live streams on Sundays for everyone. but not this coming Sunday because she's going to be on vacation. Oh gosh, I almost forgot. Now I'm so excited. Fiberific is going to be dyeing yarn tomorrow. Oh, if you're in my Facebook group, I'm so sorry because I'm not going to shut up about it. Oh, I love when we get to dye yarn with Fiberific. Oh, if you guys have never joined in on those live sessions, I mean, Chantel's channel is always fun to be in, it's always fun. But when she dyes, it's so much fun. So, same time tomorrow, make sure that you log in. Make sure that you log in and you're at Fiberific's channel because we're going to be dyeing yarn and it is so much fun. We all get to choose colors and watch how everything changes, and then later she takes pictures and then we'll get to name them, and oh, it's so much fun. So much fun. Sorry if I went a little bit overboard there. It's lots of fun, can you tell? Oh, alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to click off of here and head out. But I will see some of you guys, hopefully all of you guys, tomorrow night in Fiberific's channel. If not, then I will see you next week on mine. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.